So last night, just as I was getting ready to go to sleep, I looked out the window and I saw the lights of a car pulling into our driveway. And I thought it was pretty strange as it was pretty late at night. And then all of a sudden I saw a dog run across our property. And then the car kind of circled around our driveway for a minute and then drove off. And so it was all pretty strange. So I grabbed my kids, we went outside, and we took a look around to see if the dog was there. And there were just tracks that went out into this bush behind me. And about 15 minutes later, all of a sudden the car came back, and a mother and son got out. They knocked on the door, and I met them. And it turned out the son had been driving along the road, and there was this dog just walking along the road. And so he followed it for a bit, and then the dog kind of veered off into our property. And so he pulled off into our property, and then he didn't know what to do because he was on our property and the dog had run off into our bush. So he went home and he told his mom. And they thought, because the dog was walking along the road, that it was probably a lost dog because he had noticed the dog still had a leash on it. And so they looked up online, and somehow on this Facebook page in our community, they discovered that this dog, this small collie, had gone missing the day before in our community. And so they came back 20 minutes later with some dog food, and they were going to try and kind of lure this dog back. And so they asked if it was okay if they came onto our property and went searching through the bush for this dog. And what I loved was their heart for helping somebody they didn't even know in our community. There wasn't a reward, there wasn't going to be any benefit other than knowing they were able to help somebody else. And the reason I share this story with you is because I think it's a great example of the opportunity all of us have every single day to just do something extra for somebody around us. It could be something as simple as just holding the door open for somebody that's a few steps behind us and just going the extra mile that way, or picking up somebody else's trash or litter for them because they failed to do so. Or maybe it's just helping a student if you're in school, helping somebody that needs help with no desire to be paid for it or have them do anything for you, just to do it for its own sake. And I think at this point in time in our world, it's needed for all of us to be like this mother and her son, that we're just being amazing human beings, amazing community citizens, and amazing neighbors for somebody they didn't even know. So my challenge is go the extra mile for somebody else today. It'll help somebody, and you'll find it'll brighten your day as well. And that's your Monday mindset.